fear of the Lord and for the glory of His majesty. The lofty looks of men shall be humbled, the haughtiness of men bow down, and the Lord alone shall be exalted. Exalted One, prepare my heart, draw me to your presence, exalted One. Exalted One, call me by your name. I'm humbled at your feet, exalted One. Enter into the rock and hide in the dust. Create in us a holy dwelling place. For there is none like unto thee. No other God eternally. Father, you alone shall be exalted.
May the Lord alone be exalted. May the Lord alone be exalted. I welcome you to my live broadcast. This is unusual, but I'm doing this news now. And I'm asking, do we deserve the kind of leaders that we are getting in Nigeria? Do we deserve the kind of leaders that we are getting in Nigeria? You know, we need to talk about this. You know, when we talk about false prophets and charlatans and all those occultic pastors that are having feed day in Nigeria, many a times it is the Nigerian leaders that are supporting these false prophets, because these leaders patronizes these false prophets and occultic prophets. That's the point I'm looking into. Why these false prophets and these charlatans are having good time and all, without being checkmated, is because the leaders of the country are the ones supporting these false prophets. That is why the false prophets can do whatever they like. That is why a false prophet, a charlatan that didn't go to school, a charlatan, a false prophet, satanist that didn't go to school or didn't work, but just because they have evil power, they can take police, they can government security agencies can be leading them, can be guiding them. And why they are giving their followers stickers and oil, Dele is saying that yes, we deserve the type of leaders that we have in Nigeria. Nigerians are not ready for change. Yes, thank you very much. Nigerians are not ready for change. We are here every day talking about church leaders, false prophets that are taking advantage of people. It is the same church people who are giving to these people that are being robbed. They are the same people that will come here. They will be body shaming us. They will be saying lots of terrible things against us. Even though we are talking, I mean, talking about our experiences, first-hand experiences, these same Nigerians who are in these churches are the same one that will come online and be disgracing us. Do you hear what happened in UK? A Nigeria former deputy Senate president. When we talk about deputy Senate president, we are talking about the president, the vice president, Senate president, deputy Senate president. That is number 4. If anything happened to the president, vice president, Senate president, this is the person that will lead the country. He's been arrested in UK over what? Selfish reason. Let me read it to you. Let me share it. You can see Ekweremadu wife arrested for bringing child to UK for organ harvesting. I was shaking when I heard that news. Then I began to research so that I would not bring out what fake news. Then after I've confirmed it in different websites, that is when I said, let us talk about this. Do Nigerians deserve this kind of leaders? Ike Ekweremadu, former deputy Senate president, and his wife Beatrice have been arrested and charged to court, allegedly bringing it to UK for organ harvesting. They brought this fellow, okay, let me explain it. They brought that person to UK. They took that person to UK under pretense that that person, that child, they declare him to be 21 years old. Thank you, Harriet. I welcome you. Thank you, my sister. They declared the person as a 21-year-old. I think they had understanding in Nigeria with the person. Okay? Possibly they have paid the person. Do you know why they took that person? Because their daughter, their child, is sick of kidney problem. So they now took this person to UK. They took this person to UK in order to harvest the organ for their own child. But when the person now gets to the hospital, the person had to tell the doctor that he is 15-year-old And the doctor in UK considered the 15-year-old boy as underage. That was when the doctor invites the police. Okay? That was when the doctor invited the police. And now they are in police custody. Hey, a old Nigeria leader. Can you imagine? We may not be able to play all the video because of what do you call it? Because of copyright. But let's just see what happened. Yeah, I've seen it. Okay. I'll just play part of it. You'll be surprised. Yeah, okay.
Between August 2021 and May 5th, 2022, within the jurisdiction of the court with a view to exploit the person, contrary to Section 2, Subsection 1 and Section 5, Subsection 1 of the Modern Slavery Act 2015. Ekweremadu's wife was also accused of conspiring to arrange or facilitate travel of another person with a view to exploitation. All right, Arise international correspondent Adefemi Akisa joins us live in London. Adefemi, good afternoon to you. Thanks so much for joining us. Can you give us a rundown of what has transpired so far from the courthouse?
Thank you, Rotus. It's a very concerning story. We sat in on the hearing today where both Ekweremadu's family, Ike, and his wife Beatrice both appeared, identified themselves. There was a little bit of some shakiness in terms of their confirmed London address, but that was finally done. Essentially, the charges against them allege that they conspired to bring a child over from Nigeria to the United Kingdom with the intention of harvesting their organs. Now, the prosecution spoke at length, gave its own side of the background, and that's what I'm going to share with you. Essentially, it's believed that the Ekweremadus brought a 15-year-old boy over from Nigeria, a boy who, according to the prosecutor, was homeless in Nigeria, and brought him under the pretense of exposing him to a better life. It's believed that the family procured a passport for him that showed his age as being 21 years old, though it later emerged that he was in fact 15 years old. And when that happened, when he disclosed his to medical professionals at the Royal Free Hospital, the initial plan for this organ transfer was cancelled. Now, what we've also found out is that the Ekweremadu's daughter has serious illnesses as it pertains to a kidney and has been on dialysis for quite some time. So it's believed that she currently still is in need of a kidney transplant. And according to the prosecution, the plan of the defendants was to use an organ harvested from this boy who it's believed is 15 years old, although he was brought into the country under false pretenses and brought into the country on a passport that named his age as being 21 years old. Now, it is still very much early on in the case. This was just the background that the prosecution was giving to the courts, to the magistrates, and the defense lawyers. There was a defense lawyer for Mr. Ike Ekweremadu himself and that of Beatrice, his wife. They both had separate legal representation, but essentially they both wanted to be released from custody and have their persons kept in the UK while they await the next part of this case. Now, their legal representatives did say that they had already surrendered their passports, had been given serious status as pertains to their immigration, so they wouldn't represent a flight risk according to their lawyers. But the magistrates, who took around 10 minutes to deliberate before coming back, disagreed with that option and did believe the defendants to be flight risks, and as a result have kept them in custody until the next trial date, the next case date, which will be the July the 7th. Some more information, Rotus. It's believed that when the couple were arrested, this was just on Tuesday, the 21st of June, they were arrested at Heathrow Airport on their way to Istanbul, Turkey. And it's believed that they were traveling to Turkey in order to procure another organ, because they were unable to harvest the organ of this now child who forms the backbone of the case that we're hearing. And when Mr. Ekweremadu was arrested, it's believed that there was $20,000 he had in his possession, which has also been seized by the court. Going back to the alleged child and the alleged victim of this case, it's believed that when he truthfully disclosed his age to the doctor at the Royal Free Hospital, that doctor obviously cancelled the procedure, and he was taken back into the custody of the family, who it's believed treated him, according to the prosecution, like a slave, made him sleep on the sofa until he escaped from that home, slept rough for 2 days, and then found his way into a police station. And that's when the police investigation started. And it's from that police investigation which led to the arrest of the Ekweremadus at Heathrow Airport on Tuesday. And today was their first public hearing, in which we now know has resulted in them being denied bail, and they're being kept in custody until the next court date, which is the 7th of July, Rotus.
So yeah, I muted my microphone so that you can hear clearly. So now the situation is that these leaders, so-called leaders, Nigerian leaders, they lied to the officials, and they made passport for the child, and they declared him to be 21, promising him for better life to take in UK. And by the time he got to UK, God knows what they told him, to have taken him to the hospital. And the doctor investigated his age, and the child opened up that he's 15 years old. And the UK doctor believed that this person is underage. And that was when they said they can no longer go on with the operation. And because they have access to money, they have $20,000 with them on their way to Turkey to go and negotiate for another organs. That's where they arrested them. How they got to arrest them is because the child escaped from where they kept him. They don't care about you. They don't care about any citizen. They are selfish. They only care about themselves. The child has gone somewhere without, providing adequate facility for him. They said the child was just sleeping on a couch. That's where the child escaped and go to the police. Can you imagine? You understand? There are some sick people online. They would not see reason with what we are saying. They cannot see reason. They can't see reason. That's where the child escaped. And that was how they captured them. They arrested them. And because they thought maybe this is Nigeria, they requested to be to be set free, that they have submitted their passports, but UK government said no. I wish, our environment here is like where UK government, I mean UK or US. If they are in Nigeria, do you think, if they are in Nigeria, do you think they will be brought to book? Definitely not. If it's in Nigeria, no child will even go and report people like that. Almighty Ekweremadu, Almighty TB Joshua, Almighty all these people in our society. Nobody will listen to them. Nobody will listen to them. I was talking to a journalist from Zimbabwe today, and he was telling me, have you gone to report to the police? Have you taken this to court? I said, yeah, it's dead on arrival. It's dead on arrival. And why, I'm saying this is because all these people, Ekweremadu, people like them, they are the ones that are patronizing fake prophets. You remember the last week we talked about a woman that died. Why? Because she died of cancer because she was patronizing all these people. She patronized TB Joshua. I was in the synagogue when she was visiting synagogue. Then after synagogue, she also went to Redeem, and she spent a lot of money. This woman was intelligent woman, a doctor for that matter. Gullibility knows no, it does not know status. If TB Joshua were alive, this Ekweremadu must have visited him, and he would deceive them. And why is deceiving them? They will be representing him in the government. Do you see where the problem of Nigerians and Nigeria is coming from? From the leaders that we have. You have money. Why don't you, there is a regulatory body that regulates organs. You pay to the doctor and you wait for your time. It could be organs of those people that died that they quickly harvested and they are put in the fridge or freezer that people can buy. There is regulatory body that regulates it. If there is no regulatory body, that means nobody will be free or nobody will be safe on the streets. That means anybody can just capture you and they will just harvest your organ. Lawless country, Nigeria. And the people that govern this country will continue to pray for Nigeria. And all these evil leaders, God will continue to expose them. You capture a child from Nigeria and take to UK under the pretense of good life. A 15-year-old person, you declared 21-year-old in his passport. So if a leader in this country, can do that, what do you expect from other citizens? Former number four. You can see the disgrace now. Efosa, I pray God hasn't turned his back. If God has turned his back, people like, people like this Ekweremadu will not be exposed. It's a wake-up call to everybody. It's a wake-up call to everybody. When you begin to see this kind of expose, it's a wake-up call. If God has turned his back, all these people, their secrets will be covered. But that their secret is not covered, it means that God has not turned his back on Nigeria. They thought UK is like Africa, where they can do anything, they can do and undo. Yes, God caught up with him. They must have been doing a lot of things secretly, even before now. These are the people that are into ritualists. They are into rituals. They can do anything for themselves, but not for Nigeria. Yes, he was in London. Okay, that's why he was exposed. Thank God. God will push them to where they will be exposed. God will push them to where they will be exposed. You can deceive every people, but you cannot deceive all the people all the time. Yes, thank you, my darling. Thank you. Thank God that they are being exposed. They continue to be exposed. TB Joshua too was exposed. I have a video I will show you, maybe on Saturday or Sunday, that they have been calling him to come out to confess his sins openly because of the evil that he has been doing. This Ekweremadu, they are the one patronizing them, patronizing false prophet, giving the false prophet backing. Because when they patronize false prophet must have gotten their contact. So if anything is about to happen to them, they call the people in the government. And those people, they will cover them. You can imagine, TB Joshua sexually assaulted 3 children of the same parents, underage. Until today, the case has not seen the light of the day. Where do you think he's getting his backing? From the people in the government. From the people in the government. They will be sending agents around to be contacting people in the government. And because they know that those people are desperate, many of them, they have problem. They are human beings. They have problem. But because of lack of sincerity on their part, they will not go through the right channel to solve their problem. They are godless. They don't care. You heard what the newscaster said. Because of his own daughter, they want to kill somebody. They don't care. A 15-year-old, and they will know that that boy is 15 years old. They declare him to be 21 years. They will sit in their home and the passport will get to their house. They don't need to go to passport office. They have connections everywhere. I told you, anytime TB Joshua travels, they don't open his bag at the airport. Because why? Before he gets there, he has some immigration officers that that they are on his payroll. They are the one that will be on duty anytime he's traveling. So the moment his luggage get there, they pass it. How will Nigeria get right? The reason why TB Joshua was never in United States of America and UK physically was because they wanted him to appear at the embassy. Most of the countries he has gone to, he doesn't go to their embassy. They buy him visas and all the people that travels with him. That's why we're saying this. This is the ripple effect of what Nigerian leaders are doing. Destroying the society, destroying Nigeria and Nigerians. You can imagine if a leader in this country can be arrested for this kind of thing. You know that if you and I travel to UK, we will be subjected to lot of search. We'll be subjected to lot of search because they will believe that if your leader can be in this kind of mess, you know, ordinary citizens, they can do and undo. I pray, my prayer is that the Lord will walk through our nation. The Lord will put things right right in this nation. And all those people that are destroying this country, God will continue to expose them. Those who are teaming with false prophets, false, leaders in Nigeria that are teaming with charlatans, that are teaming with false prophets. You see, false prophets will be going on the street, and you see government security leading them, beating citizens, and be telling them, leave the road, leave the road, leave the road for charlatans. How do they get to this point? It's because of bad leaders, bad leadership. Now they said one who is contesting, who wants to contest for president in this country, has been arrested before in US in related to drugs offenses. So if the youth or people in Nigeria do not have sense to choose the right leader, that means we will choose wrong leader that cannot travel outside Nigeria, that cannot go to US. Adebayo is saying that the worst part is even they are back to the country. You will see people staying, don't mind. See, I have blocked somebody now. The person was saying that, leave them, go and sleep. How can we sleep? We are sleeping, or we are sitting on gun, how do they say it? On bullets. So anything can happen anytime if we cannot come out to say what we should say in order to correct the norms in the society. That's why I'm asking, do we deserve the kind of leaders that we are getting? These are the people that are encouraging youth to be doing rituals, to be doing 419, to be doing what's that they are doing. All those people with laptop. Now something happened. I'm still, thank you, on gunpowder. I'm still collating it now. I'm collating it. I've gotten some some evidences. Somebody sent me iPad. Somebody sent me iPad. A sister that I complained my phone was not, is not good. So the person sent me iPad. It got to Nigeria custom, and it got to our post office. I have a box. So if anything is coming, it's supposed to go to my box. And my charges, just small charges should be there. I'm not importing anything. I'm not selling anything. You understand? So it's just a little charges. It's supposed to be in my box. I will take the receipt, pay, then I'll collect what I needed to collect. Do you know that from post office they call me, say, come and take your stuff? I started, suspecting them. So when I got there, they said I'm going to pay 133,000 naira. I said, over what? Please return it to the sender. Where will I get 133,000? If I have 133,000, will I not go to computer village or phone shop to get myself a phone? This is a gift. And they have declared the price there. They said they went to the market, that the iPad worth 950,000. I said, how do you know that you worth 900? So I wrote a strong letter to them. I wrote a strong letter to them. Okay? Let me share them. Yeah. So I wrote, okay, that's EMS, application for reassessment based on wrong assumption and information on my parcel. It's wrong assumption. You understand? Let me get all the things I need to get. Then I will read everything to you. It's a wrong assumption. Can you imagine in this country? So I went to that post office. Then they said how much can you pay? I said, I'm not going to pay farthing. I'm not going to pay farthing. So I wrote them a letter. And, even the custom document, they don't want me to see it. I said, why are you hiding it? Somehow, I recorded our conversation. And I told them, I said, come, some people will lose their job over this. Nigerians have suffered enough. We need to be calling them out. So the EMS manager said I should give him some time. I'm giving them some time. Do you know that this parcel stay with the custom for 1 month? For 1 full month. I was monitoring the billing. I was monitoring it. The thing has been in Nigeria for 1 month. What kind of society is this? It's because of this kind of leaders that we have. Leaders that will go and be harvesting human organs. They have all the money. They said they arrested him with $20,000 because the underage operation failed. So they are jetting to Turkey. Was it not Turkey TB Joshua was going for hospital staff? Why is giving some people water? He was going to Turkey for treatment. Huh? Grace is saying that this is an African problem. It's like we, the citizenry, are not ready for change. Of course, somebody has been telling us that, hey, you know, what are you talking about? We keep supporting corrupt officials. Thank you from Panama. Is it not many of our leaders, even church charlatans, they kept money in Panama? Pandora. Oh my goodness. Thank you very much. It's really terrible. I think the time has come. Everybody should have YouTube channel. Call them out. We will be there to comment and to support you. It's terrible. When everybody is talking, everybody is calling them out, I believe they would, you know, their senses will be in place. A old leader in Nigeria, deputy Senate president, and his wife, they are more concerned. They are more concerned about their own family because their daughter is sick, so they have to kill another citizen. It's terrible. It's terrible. It's just terrible. I don't know. They are, you know, encouraging youths not to be serious, encouraging youths to be doing 419, and it's giving this country bad name. And people abroad, they will be sending money to Nigeria to sponsor all these charlatans, buying water, buying arm beads, buying this, buying different things. I think we should wake up. We should wake up. Thank you very much. Please share. I appreciate everyone here. Dele Amedu, Harriet, Pen, Anna. Thank you very much. Efosa, Adebayo Elijah. Thank you very much. Zanali. I hope I pronounce your name very well. Lord Jesus, above all, blessings. Grace, how are you? Adebayo Elijah. Thank you very much. Eyeres Samson. I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you. So, possibly we will have word spirits and prayers this morning. Please join. God bless you. Thank you.
Enter into his presence, hide in our hearts, for fear of the Lord, and for the glory of his majesty. They love to